just asking again, can we just say once and for all whether or not the cocaine belonged to the Biden family?
So, there has been some irresponsible reporting about the family, and so I got to call that out here. And I have been very clear. I was clear 2 days ago when talking about this over and over again as I was being asked a question. As you know, and media outlets reported this, the Biden family was not here. They were not here. They were at Camp David. They were not here Friday. They were not here Saturday. They were not here Sunday. They were not even here Monday. They came back on Tuesday. So to ask that question is actually incredibly irresponsible. And I'll just leave it there. Okay.
Yes, welcome back. They are now claiming racism. I came across this tweet shared on Twitter. The White House is now pointing the finger at Kamala Harris. Is it the fact that she is black? The reason they are implying it was her cook. What I saw on social media recently pertained to the substance found at the White House. Sometimes, I don't even want to talk about that. The location they previously reported that it was found there, the narratives have changed.
Sorry to bring up cocaine again, but there was a question yesterday during the press gaggle with Andrew Bates that was, I guess, he said that he was avoiding it because of the Hatch Act. I'm just asking again, can we just say once and for all whether or not the cocaine belonged to the Biden family?
So, a couple of things there. He mentioned the Hatch Act because the question was posed to him using Donald Trump, and so he was trying to be very mindful. Okay, I hear you, but you're asking me a question, so I'm answering it for you. And so that's why he said the Hatch Act. So I would, have you read the transcript and read the transcript fully so you can see exactly what he was trying to say. So that's number one. So we're not avoiding the question. That is not true. We've answered this question, litigated this question for the last 2 days exhaustively. There has been some irresponsible reporting about the family, and so I got to call that out here. And I have been very clear. I was clear 2 days ago when talking about this over and over again as I was being asked a question. As you know, and media outlets reported this, the Biden family was not here. They were not here. They were at Camp David. They were not here Friday. They were not here Saturday. They were not here Sunday. They were not even here Monday. They came back on Tuesday. So to ask that question is actually incredibly irresponsible. And
if you can remember, I've put out about 3 videos, similar to this. The first, Karine rejecting to answer questions, pertaining to this subject. Timpu clearly stated, if they are not able to actually see what is going on, he pointed fingers at Joe. Karine says, that irresponsible reporting, circulating on social media, people pointing fingers at Joe's family, that they were not there when this happened. Now the location they are telling us is where you need to, pack your things, keep things before you can go in. I will play a video from MMBC so you can see exactly what they are talking here. It is just similar to a tweet Trump sent out, relating to this, that the narrative will change. They will tell you that this is happening, and I'm seeing exactly just that. When I put out that video, a lot of people say, this is just a conspiracy. Just within a few hours, I saw exactly that.
And the key thing is that multiple officials are cautioning that it is unlikely and certainly possible that there would be a resolution to this, meaning forensic evidence found that could identify an individual. Scanning the video, doing the testing, but they are preparing us for a result that will be no conclusive evidence found. And that is still subject to change as the work continues, but that should give people a sense of where this is. They are looking at what's available. They're saying it's a very small bag, limited ability to test it, because as tests are done, whether it's DNA or fingerprinting or other scientific type processes in the lab, you further degrade that sample, making it harder to get information from it. And of course, they're scanning the videos. This was found in a cubby off of the lobby area of that pathway in. And as you know, often security cameras and so forth are getting the big wide areas. And an official said a camera would have had to have been trained in on the cubbies and be able to see from the right angle an individual dropping that packet. So expectations are being lowered about an eventual conclusion here that would lead to an identity and then even the potential for prosecution at a misdemeanor level for the amount of drug we're talking about. At the same time, this is unusual, to say the least. Officials say they don't have any record of an illicit drug like this being found in the West Wing or in the White House before. And so it is truly rare, and it has gotten a lot of interest in the public.
This is shocking. If by now they can still not provide, who did this, I don't think we will even get re-information, partaking through that. They will not reveal that. The story is changing. The narrative has already transformed, like that locations, there are no cameras there. So even the fingerprint, like they can't even get it till date. I said it when I saw the situation. Nobody, will actually say anything. The story will gradually goes like people are not talking about this again because it's fading away. When people stop talking about it, that is how they will discover that this is happening, and nobody will know. The speculations I've seen on social media, it started, the direction where they found this had to change.
They're learning that it is indeed cocaine. Now, again, this is part of an ongoing investigation. We're trying to get more from the Secret Service as to, again, how this got into the White House and who brought it in. All of those questions still lingering, but at the very least, those lab tests are now in. John?
Yeah, an investigation being led by the Secret Service, Priscilla, and we should note, clearly they know everyone who goes into that building. It is a known quantity.
That's right. I come in and out of this building on a regular basis, and you do have to pass, just like you would at the airport, through security. And so the question now is going to be how this came to be, and Secret Service is the one who's going to be fielding those questions.
All right. It is intriguing. Priscilla Alvarez, thank you so much for the latest on that. It was suspected. The field test said cocaine.
Yeah.
Now these more conclusive lab tests. Yeah.
I would like to know blow by blow who was responsible for this.